Hey, what's up, YouTube fans? Oftentimes I make videos criticizing the intelligent design movement, right? And I point out, differing ways in which the idea that they propose, right, is not actually like intelligent design as we actually observe it, right? And this is something I was thinking about with it today. I wanted to bring up on this video, right? There's another way that it would be different. Is like, so not only do they oftentimes think that the intelligent designer has no brain or sensory organs or arms or fingers, but then also some of the, what's one of the main features of intelligence as we know it, the ability to learn, right? And yet the idea they propose, it wouldn't actually be necessary to have the ability to learn, because they believe that God knows everything and always did know everything, right? So therefore, that defeats the whole point of needing to be able to learn things, right? And I mean, that's a big part of intelligence, the ability to gain new knowledge. And then also, another big part of, intelligence as we know it is like the ability to use reason, right? Reasoning. So like the ability to do inductive reasoning, deductive reasoning, things of that sort. But the thing is, if you already know everything and you always did know everything and you created everything that exists, then why would you need to use deductive reasoning or inductive reasoning to figure anything out? You already know everything, right? So you wouldn't actually need to be able to use reason, right? And so, I mean, those are a few of the main features of intelligence as we know it, and yet their idea wouldn't actually need to involve that, right? And I mean, also another big part of intelligence is memory, right? But I mean, what even really is memory if we're not talking in the context of things with nervous system? In broadest terms, memory is defined as just like information storage, the ability to store information. But I mean, what do we count as information? Hypothetically, anything could be information, something you remember. It could be a shape, sound, color, anything really. So anything could hypothetically be interpreted as information. And there's no like clear defined like idea given as to like in what way is it stored, right? And especially if this isn't a physical thing, then it wouldn't even really be physically storing information. So highly ambiguous, right? And so, I mean, the whole idea is extremely abstract, extremely ambiguous, right? It's not actually explaining anything whatsoever, right? And I mean, this is why there's the criticism where they'll call it a God of the gaps arguments, right? Because basically people will try and fill in any gap in our knowledge with a God, and yet they won't have any explanation whatsoever as to how the God itself works, right? And so it isn't actually explaining anything then, right? And so, it's really just BS. It's I've always thought it was BS ever since I was very young. And yeah, I'm not even talking about with the idea of a God per se, because that I more so am neutral on, I guess. I mean, not really. I mean, I'm pretty much an atheist, but I don't really care too much about like debates about religion per se. I mostly just am concerned with debates about like intelligent design. That's what I'm very strongly opinionated about. All right, that's all for now. See you guys.